Welcome back to the video on phonetics and spoken English. Today we are going to deal with diphthongs. I hope you understand the difference between monothongs and diphthongs. Monothongs are pure vowel sound. Diphthongs are vowel glides where two vowel sounds are combined together. There are 8 diphthongs, 5 are closing diphthongs and 3 are centering diphthongs. The first 5 are called as closing diphthongs because the tongue glides to a close vowel, that is the beginning of the vowel, that is A as in play, I as in fly. In these two situations, the first part or the first symbol denotes to the front vowel, and this may be in any part of the diagram in the three-term label, but the Z, it goes towards the close position. So when the diphthong begins, it can begin in any position, that is open, half open or half close, but while ending or while gliding, it glides towards close position. That is why it is called as closing diphthongs. The last 3 are called as centering diphthongs because the tongue glides to a central vowel. The vowel in these 3 words, pure, fair and poor, you can find out the same vowel sound can be seen in the second part of the diphthong. So what happens is the arrow mark is towards the center part of the diagram. As we have seen three-term label in monothongs, we also have three-term label in diphthongs also. So in this, what we see is the starting point and the direction in which the vowel glide takes place. For example, it can start from the front vowel open position and it glides towards the front vowel close position, or it can glide towards the center position, something like that. That is called as the starting point and the direction in which the vowel glides. The second one is the distribution of each diphthong in terms of occurrence. The diphthong can occur in a word initially, medially and finally. And the third one, as it is in monothongs, it is about the lip position. The lip position can be open, close, neutral, open rounded or close rounded, neutral or spread. Okay. So for learning or for marking the diphthongs, what we should consider is the starting point of the diphthong. It is indicated by marking a small circle, and an arrow mark indicates the direction in which the glide takes place. This convention is followed for plotting diphthongs on the vowel diagram. Also note, there is a difference between marking monothongs and diphthongs. We do not have the arrow mark in monothongs. Alright, now let us go on to the first closing diphthong A. And this symbol E and I, that the first one E you can see in the front vowel as in the word set, a sound. This sound is marked in the front vowels between half closed and half open. So in that particular place we have marked the circle, and it moves on to the close position where E is marked as in fill, F-I-L-L. So the received pronunciation of the diphthong A begins just below the front half unrounded position, and then it moves to the close position, okay, which is a centralized front unrounded vowel just above the half close position. Let's move on to the second one. This is how we write fly, I sound. I. The first circle or the circle that is marked in the open position. That is the first or first vowel that is pronounced, and then it glides over to the close position. Okay, and during the articulation of this tongue I, the glide begins near the front open unrounded position and moves in the direction of the RPI, that is a front unrounded vowel, just above half close. The lips are neutral at first and then are loosely spread. And how is this distribution? The diphthong I occurs in the beginning of a word, in the middle of a word, and finally, as in eyes. In eyes, it is in the beginning. In fine, it is in the middle. And in by, it is in the final position. Go. O sound. In this, what happens is that inverted E, as we mark it for a go. So, actually we mark that on the center line, but here it moves away from the center line, but the arrow mark goes to the back position where we mark the oo sound, short oo sound. So, the tongue position and the articulation is the RP begins at a central position between half close and half open and moves in the direction of O, a back position between close and half close. O is in the back vowel. The lips are spread at the beginning and are loosely rounded towards the end. These sounds occur initially, medially and finally, as in own. Own, it occurs in the beginning. In boat, it occurs second, and in grow, it occurs finally. So, you should consider the monothongs also. If you know where this oo is marked in monothongs, you will be able to mark the arrow mark without any hesitation. The next sound, boil, or. This sound occurs in the back part. What happens is the first sound that occurs in between half open and open position, and then it glides towards the front part of the diagram, that is the front vowel part, and to the close direction. So during the articulation of the glide begins at a point between the back open and half open position, that is fully open and half open position, and then it moves in the direction of RP, that is O, as you say it in boil, a front unrounded vowel just above the half close position. Here the lips are slightly rounded at the beginning and are loosely spread at the end. This vowel sound or the diphthong sound also occurs initially, medially and finally, as in oil, soil and bought. Centering diphthongs. We have seen 5 closing diphthongs. In all these, the arrow mark was towards the closing part, that is either at the front or at the back. It won't go towards the center because we do not have any central vowels there in fully closed position. Fear, ear. Okay, so what happens is this ear, the first part of E is marked in the closed position, and again as in a go, the arrow mark points towards the center position. During articulation of the diphthong ear, the glide is from front unrounded vowel just above the half close position and moves in the direction of a central unrounded vowel between half close and half open. So now in these three diagrams, you will find that the arrow mark comes towards the center part. The distribution. The diphthong ear occurs initially, medially and finally as in ear, nearly and dear. Fair. Here we do not stress on that R, and that is why this R also is considered as a vowel when it blends with the other vowel sounds. Here what happens is, during the articulation of the received pronunciation diphthong the glide begins at the front half open unrounded position and moves in the direction of the central unrounded vowel position between half open and open. And it is distributed equally in the beginning position, in the middle position and in the final position, as in area, caring and hair. The last one, who the first sound is woo, that comes in the back part of the diagram, that is a back vowel, and then the that comes with a go. So it is a central vowel. So the arrow mark glides towards the center position. So during the articulation of over, the glide is from a back rounded vowel just above the half closed position and moves in the direction of a central unrounded vowel between half closed and half open. Okay. So now I think you will understand diphthongs and monothongs. Before going on to diphthongs, have a copy of your monothongs in your hand so that you will know how the vowel glides are marked. First, the position as it is in the monothong, there may be a slight change in the position. It may not be the exact position as in monothong, but only one or two diphthongs may have that variation. Otherwise, it will be the same. And from that you can find out why the arrow mark goes to that particular place. If it is a centering diphthong, the arrow mark will be to the central part. If it is a closing diphthong, it will go towards the close part, that is close, half open, open. That is how we have divided the diagram. The arrow mark should go towards the close part, either in the front or in the back. It should not go to the central close part. I hope you understood it. And the distribution of over, it does not occur initially, as we have seen that short oo does not occur initially. Only long oo occurs initially. So in this case also over does not occur initially. It occurs medially and finally, as in tour. Thank you. Just go through all these once again. If only you learn your monothongs properly, you will be able to do with your diphthongs. If only you learn this diagram, and then you will be able to write your transcription also. Thank you.